popular songs, which were what I would call angry songs, and comic angry songs, where people felt a bit hard done by, and they write a song, you know, and it's quite interesting. Some of them, I do some ukulele Ike numbers, and a lot of them are like that, you know, Hard-Hearted Hannah, or you know, As Long As I'm With You, There's Always Someone Else Who's Better. There's one that's good, isn't it? There's another one called I Had Someone Else Before I Had You, and I'll Have Someone After You've Gone. That was actually written in 1912 as a parlour song. It's good, isn't it? Yeah, you wouldn't believe it, would you? Anyway, it's true. This one is all about the usual thing, whereby a man is upset because his missus has run off with his best mate. Something that's happened individually to certain members of this band over the years. Mentioning no names.
Tom, I thought you'd be over that.
No. It's all right. We're talking again. Anyway, this song was made famous by Jimmy Noon and his Apex Club Orchestra, and also by Andy Kirk and his 12 Clouds of Joy, both remarkable bands. And it's a tune called I Lost My Girl from Memphis. She's gone to Caroline with a dear old friend of mine. Right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, Don't you think I'm looking great? Look at me, did I ever look this way? Just 1 week, that is all, since my honey's gone. Now it seems like a year since my baby's gone. Why, I lost my girl from Memphis, she's gone to Caroline. Why, I know who she went with, a dear old friend of mine. I hope you hop the choo-choo, I hope my train ain't late. Why, I lost my girl from Memphis, that's why I feel irate. My gal, oh, how I miss her, sweet gal, I miss her so. Why, there ain't a gal in Memphis as good as mine around. I lost my girl from Memphis, that's why I feel low down. That's why I feel no doubt. Well, that's a very spirited rendition, that was. We'd better do something nice and steady. I'll tell you what, we'll play something very pretty now. This is a piece of music that was written by Edvard Grieg. And there you go. Yes. His music, funnily enough, is very it's very good to play jazz on, because he was kind of slightly impressionistic in his ways. And I once saw at a festival, a band play the entire Peer Gynt suite as if they were a 1920s dance orchestra, and it worked absolutely perfectly. How about that? It's incredible, isn't it? And it did. Anyway, we're going to play one of his Norwegian dancers, and the thing about this is that the only reason I think we play this is because the great Belgian guitarist Django Reinhardt, he recorded this just before he died in about 1952, and as only he could. It's a bit upside down, and it's Django's version of Grieg, but it's rather charming. Anyway, it's Dance Norwegian. Well, better be good after all that. 1, 2, 3. Well, there you go. There's an old Pete. That's very early to do that, isn't it? How's your arm? All right. You can't feel it. Yeah. Well, we're going to play one more before we bring on our lovely singer Emily, who's going to sing for you. Hooray! Yes. And this is a song from Sonny Terry and Brownie McGee. A bit of country blues. Well, I don't want no a cornbread, peas and black molasses. Well, I don't want no a cornbread, peas and black molasses. At supper time, Lord, 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 at supper time. I got a letter from my mother this morning. I got a letter from my mother this morning. She said, come home, Lord, 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 son, come home. Well, I got no ready-made money. Well, I ain't got no ready-made money. I can't come home, Lord, 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 I can't come home. Make it in June, July and August. If I should make it in June, July and August, then I'll come home, Lord, 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 then I'll come home. Well, I don't want no a cornbread, peas and black molasses. Well, I don't want no cornbread, peas and black molasses at supper time. Lord, 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 at supper time. Mr. Danny Blyth on his harmonic. So now I welcome onto the stage our lovely singer. It's Emily Campbell. Here she is. Do you know, this year we're celebrating a special birthday, aren't we, Emily?
We are.
Not yours.
No, not mine.
No. The band has been going, Hot Fingers have been going for 20 years this year. 20 years. Started off just the three of us, Malcolm, Danny and me, and for 3 blissful years it was just the three of us. The glory days, there's room in the car days. But Emily's been with us for 17 years of those 20, and the band you see in front of you has never had any personnel changes. This is who we are, so it's pretty good, isn't it? Yeah. I have to get my hanky out in a minute. Lock my... Right, we're going to play an Ella Fitzgerald tune called I'm going to Lock My Heart and Throw Away the Key.
Start the
Gotta turn my back on love, start the moon above, seal my windows up with tin, so the love bug can't get in. I gotta follow my romance right along the curb. Hang a sign up on my heart, please don't disturb. And if I never fall in love again, that's soon enough for me. I'm gonna love my heart, I'm gonna love my heart, gonna love my heart and throw away the key.
And now we play you a song from 1925, which is an old revival song which Irving Berlin wrote for a musical. It's called Shaking the Blues Away.
There's an old superstition way down south. Everybody believes that trouble won't stay if you shake it away. When they hold a revival way down south, everybody with cares and troubles that day tries to shake it away. Shaking the blues away, unhappy youth away. If you're blue, it's easy to shake off those cares and troubles. Tell them the blues to go, they may refuse to go.
Emily's chosen a song now which is very historic and symbolic within the 20 years of the band, because it's the first song that Emily sang with the band. She's going to perform for you now. Fortunately, there's no fear of your high heel stilettos sinking into the lawn that they did do on the very first time you sang with us. She walked across, I announced her, she walked across this lawn to the microphone stage in front of all of these people at this garden party and promptly sank into the garden. Yeah, it was kind of prophetic of what was to come, really, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, this is the very first song that Emily sang with us, and it's a Busby Berkeley tune from 1935. I think Al Dubin wrote this. Anyway, it's the lullaby of Broadway. It's Broadway in America, not Worcester.
Yeah, not down the road. No.
1, 2, I want to pick up.
The daffodils who entertain, and
Lullaby, lovely that was. What we're going to do is we're playing till 7:30. I don't know how many of you are staying for the long haul, but we're trying to work out whether to have one break and a big gap or 2 shorter breaks. So we're going to play one more tune and then we'll come back on just before 6 and play for another bit, and then we'll have a tiny little 5-minute break and then we'll play you through to 7:30. So how does that sound? Is that all right? Right, okay. We'll play you one more before we have a little break. Now this is a song from 1920 and it's called The Crazy Blues, and it's unusual because the Crazy Blues, along with the song Whispering, were both million-selling records. In fact, they were both the first million-selling records in the year 1920. Now, the thing about that is that Whispering is the one that's always suggested that was the one that sold 1 million copies first. That was played by Paul Whiteman and his orchestra, which was acceptable to the middle class of America, and I'm afraid to say, at the time, you know, the colour bar in America, that was a white orchestra, so it was taken notice of. Mamie Smith, who was not a white orchestra, she recorded The Crazy Blues and also sold 1 million copies, but it's never mentioned. There you go. So that's not a good reflection, is it, on the situation in 1920 in America? Mm-hmm. Apparently it's got better, but I'm not sure. Anyway. So we always like to make that point that this, you know, there was another one that sold 1 million in 1920, and it was this. It's interesting also to note that when the famous broadcasting company in this country, I won't mention who it is, the BBC, but when they did a history of the blues, they didn't even mention this. There you go. So I wrote a letter to them. I had a reply. It said, "Dear Mr. Langham, how nice to hear from you again." Yeah, fancy not mentioning the first million-selling record was a blues record. The Crazy Blues. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, We'll be back on at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock.